Here with Coach Kiracofe after today's fun and loud match against UCLA. And Coach, right away, I got to ask you about just the energy, the atmosphere. Today, we had a lot of students here from younger elementary, but also a lot of NSU students. People, just the energy in the gym was appropriate, I think, for a match like this.
Absolutely. It was fun, like you said. So we had our Kids Day with the elementary schools and middle schools coming in. Those are always fun. We haven't done it since COVID. So it was good to be able to bring it back for this one, just to get that volume, and excitement, because, they're happy no matter what.
Yeah.
They're not in school, so they're having a good time. But then a ton of support from our other athletes and students and faculty and staff from the athletic department. So we were very appreciative of everybody showing up. And like you said, it created a fantastic environment. So when things were going well for us, you could feel it, and it was, again, appreciated.
Yeah. And it definitely felt like the girls fed off of that, especially in that first set. And really a trend throughout the match was UCLA would make a run, we would come right back and make a run of our own. And just to be able to do that, playing against a team like UCLA, and we've talked about the prowess that they have, but with the big crowd and the extra energy and the extra maybe nerves, to be able to come back and do that is a huge, good sign for us.
Yes, it's a great sign. And I don't think, it wasn't a surprise for me. When we started the season, I felt like we could be a team that could do what you saw today. I still don't think that we are quite where we want to be, but we showed flashes of it, and so I was very proud of them for that. And something we said going into this was, enjoy it. This is hopefully not a once in a lifetime thing, but it's not something that's going to happen on a regular basis. But don't go too far where it's like it's all just kind of a carnival, because everything that they were going to earn out there today matters. So they figured out ways to score and put themselves in situations to have advantages against a very big and good team. And so now you do that against somebody that from a physical standpoint is kind of, a better match for us, and that matters. So I think a lot was accomplished today, and I was very happy with it.
A couple of standouts, definitely want to get some thoughts on. Teresa, she's done a lot already this year, a double-double today. Couple thoughts on her, as well as Tessa. Had some big kills, some powerful kills, some nice adjustments, and the tips and things like that from both of them.
Yeah, Teresa had a fantastic match. So she actually, in the match against Mississippi State, tweaked her knee just a little bit. So she was kind of a game time decision. And I was leaning towards her not playing because I wanted to be conservative about it, but then I also didn't want to take away the opportunity for her to be able to play in a match like this. Showed up and was fantastic, and we are going to see a whole lot more of that from her this year. A lot of double-doubles, and she is going to provide value for us in every aspect of the game. So happy that it worked out that she got to play, even happier that she was as successful as she was. So that was great. And then Tessa, is going to be able to provide offense for us no matter where we want her on the net, which just provides so many options for us, specifically in service C. But then if we're passing well or defending well, if we can move her around and get consistent with that, I think we can show defenses something new all the time from her. And then when we know that we just absolutely have a matchup, we can give her the ball and we can expect her to get a kill with it.
Yeah. And another moment not too big for the freshman, McKenna Tryon. She got her first action on Saturday against Mississippi State. Came in today with 5 kills, a block, a couple digs. So freshman in this situation, very exciting for that too.
She did great, yeah. Put her in the middle of Mississippi State, and they had a good crowd there. It wasn't like it was a dead tournament game. She stepped in to an SEC crowd and against a good team and did fantastic. And then I turned around and didn't tell her that, But we got on the bus and we drove home, and then it was Sunday, and then it was this. And I'm like, so I sat her down before this game, and I was like, I hadn't said this. I apologize, but you did amazing.
Yeah.
And while we did not start her tonight, I'm like, just be ready because the same scenario may pop up. And it did, and she completely came through and just really helped us from a ball control standpoint, and scored when she needed to and had opportunities to. So that was great as well. So really proud of her, and she did a great job.
We've talked about this match leading up to it a lot for the past months or so since it was announced that we were coming. And then kind of maybe put on the back burner is that we have another one tomorrow. And so it's about now learning, enjoying the performance today, but flipping it and knowing we got to play Jackson State tomorrow night.
Yeah, and Jackson State is always at the top of their conference. They come in and they compete, and it is absolutely in no way we cannot have a hangover from today and not show up and think that we got to do the exact same thing from a competitive level and an execution level, and it's just going to go easy for us. I mean, they are not a team that you can do that against, and so we got to go out there and still play at that level. Know that their block may not quite be as high, so when we're swinging high hands at stuff, we got to change that angle a little bit. But, you know, like I said, they compete and they play really hard, and you're going to have to work and earn a victory against them. And then, not that they're going to see this video, but they've changed some things since years past, and I have a ton of respect for any coach that changes systems to try to kind of evolve and change the look of their team so that they can present something different to opponents. So it is not going to be the same team that we have seen in years past because we've had a good home and away agreement with them. So we are going to have to approach them a little bit different because their defense is looking a little bit different, and they're adding a little bit more elements to their offense that are something that we're going to have to work to figure out.
All right. Thanks so much, Coach.
Thanks.